What is up, crypto legends? Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. Great Monday, start of the week. Let's analyze the situation here all together. How is everybody doing, guys? Let's put some music on, guys. Let's see if we do have some really nice bit of chilled music here. How's everyone doing, guys? Smash up that like button on your way in. Let's crack on. Let's see what is there here with opportunities with Bitcoin. We can take a look at some altcoins, general market as well, analysis of course, such as the S&P 500 and some other altcoins. I guess we can have a look here all together on this exciting live stream, guys. What is going on with Bitcoin? It seems like that we're having a bit of a corrective move here today. Now this range needs to hold. This is the higher low support trend line that we've been creating here for the last few weeks. Could there be a drop all the way down to around about $27,000? This is a major level that we're looking at here. With the Legends community, of course, we are talking about some internal ranges here, of course, because we want to do some scalping. We might not see much volatility today, as it does look like it is a holiday in the US, so probably no volatility. We're going to have to see. And let me just go quickly through the comment section, say hello to that lovely community that I have. How is everybody doing? Hey, Andy. Hello. Behera, how are you doing? Let's follow up the BTC TA with TA for Polygon. Okay, cool. We can take a look at Polygon. Absolutely, we can do that. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing? Dippin, hello. Aditya, I long SFP. Absolutely wonderful. Andy, always on the spot when things matter. Thank you, Felipe. Hey, Philip, sorry. I'm saying Felipe as Spanish, but no, Philip. How are you doing, my man? Thanks for joining. How are you? Best trading educator on YouTube, says Aditya. Wow, absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for those kind words. Sora getting smacked. Buy more though. Yeah, exactly. I actually bought some more Sora today. So it's one of those coins, you know, I'm happy to have over 1 million tokens. I think I should be all right with that. Just over 1 million tokens on Sora. Supply is going absolutely crazy, but not to worry, not to worry. It's a very good project, and I'm happy with the amount that I've got for the next bull run. But yeah, it is what it is. This is what you get. Tell me one crypto that has had massive, you know, huge 100x, you know, during the last year. I think there is, there might be one somewhere. But yeah, overall, most of the cryptos are not doing good. So it is what it is. It's bear market, guys, sentiment. And this could extend, obviously, another few months, right, till we actually get to the halving, potential spot Bitcoin ETF approval. All of this is a lot of speculation, of course. We are here for the long run. We are here for the next coming years. I'm not talking about 10 years. We're talking about, 2 to 3 years where we could be, locking up some significant profits on a lot of cryptos, right? So of course there are going to be some cryptos that are not going to reach all-time high. There's some cryptos that are not going to even pump half from what they pumped back in 2021. But it is what it is, guys. Okay, we need to be defensive. We need to risk on these risky altcoins an amount that doesn't really matter. Okay, so I don't really mind putting a few $100s every other week on these different very risky altcoins. Of course, we need to trade the markets. This is where we want to make some gains as well. So let's go right away here through the comment section. Sorry, getting smacked. It is. And it's likely to continue. But anyway, buy the dip and it keeps dipping. Buy the dip, keep dipping. Buy the dip, keep dipping till it doesn't dip anymore and it absolutely rockets. And then it's like, did you buy the dip as it was continuing to dip? That is the question. That is what I did back in 2018, 2019, and it worked very well. That aggressive dollar cost averaging into altcoins, Bitcoin, dip. Everybody was tired. Come on, when is it going to pump? And then suddenly, the bull run came. So the bags were full, thank goodness. So I want to have my bags full on different altcoins and Bitcoin, obviously, for the next coming years. Whether it goes down to 9K or not, bring it on. We are here to accumulate at cheaper levels, guys. Don't be excited when it's pumping. When it's pumping, that is it. That is it. That is, you can't buy as it's pumping. You need to buy as it goes down, right? Makes sense. So let's go right away. DeWalt, how are you doing? I got DeWalt here. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Let's go right away here, guys. Let's do some pure technical analysis. Tortuga, hey, you all legendary traders. Doing well, Andy, South African. Great that you're doing well. Good to hear. Yo, Andy, stock market is open, but not bond market in US. Okay, cool. That's why we probably won't see much volatility today. Should we long yet? Dun, 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 dun. Machu is asking, should we long yet? I think there's, I'm in a small long position, obviously from this range. We explained this in the Legends community. It is a daily level that it's holding by a thread. Now, will it hold? The bounce needs to happen right in the next coming minutes. If not, it is not looking great. Obviously, we could get a little bit more choppy action. We could test the lows again. Who knows? But overall, just so you get an idea of what we're talking on the Legends community is, we are also talking about the scalping ranges. I personally don't like this choppy action. We need to start moving up here from now, because if not, this is likely to roll down and have a, basically take the lows. So far, it looks good. I am looking for the 27,600 to be hit right here, which is the last lower high of this drop. Getting close to the VWAP, something that I'm mentioning here with the Legends community. Of course, there are ranges. We talk about some, opportunities inside of this zone as well during the weekend. You know the deal. If you want that daily update analysis where we do talk about, how we can get into the next trading setup, you have the Legends community, guys. This is where I post, every day some different level scenarios. Only high probability trading setups. The latest one being this possible double bottom at this daily level, okay? Which is happening right now. Kind of that swing failure pattern, right? We want that low to be hit. We got a bounce from that daily level and then smack out all of those early shorts, and that is when we get in, right? Once those early longs are getting in, right? Smack them out and then the price gets the rise. This is how we need to be ahead of everybody else. We need to think about, hey, there's probably people longing already here. Let's get them out of the market first and then get a rise of $100, $150. This is basically a scalping zone for me. Zoom out on higher time frames here. Let's zoom out on higher time frames. There is something disturbing about this. And I do think that the price of Bitcoin does have a chance after a bounce here to come to around about $27,000. I'll explain why this level is so important and why it could give us a great trading opportunity. Guys, I want to let you know, For the moment, I have some issues, obviously, with Bybit. I can't trade. I am a UK citizen, so cannot trade on Bybit. But I am trading on MEXC. I needed a transition. I've tried different platforms, okay, out there. And for the one that, I'm liking the most at the moment, that is MEXC, guys. MEXC, great for scalping. The fees are extremely low. I'm absolutely loving this crypto platform, guys, for scalping, even because the fees are close to zero. Maker fee is zero. Basically, with the limit orders, you don't pay fees, which is absolutely crazy. Of course, I market execute most of the time. As for scalping, that's what you need to use: market order, market close. But the fees are very small. And MEXC is, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely loving this platform. It's been here for quite a long time. It's gaining in volume, gaining in popularity. I was obviously highly attached to Bybit. I still will be highly attached to Bybit, obviously. I've been using it for over 4 years. I'll be doing more day trading, swing trading there. But scalping, MEXC for me is great because of the fees. When you scalp, you can do 5, 10 trades a day. Be defensive. I get stopped out at break even many times. And obviously some other platforms, you can pay quite a lot in fees. With MEXC, it is very low, guys. This is the scalping platform, no doubt for me. I spoke to MEXC. They said, hey, you talk about MEXC because you are using it and you do like it. I will get your community up to $20,000 deposit bonus, guys. This is absolutely huge. Obviously, it's a deposit bonus. Depending on what you deposit, you can get up to $20,000. This campaign they've given it to me for 28 days. I'm absolutely loving it. Love MEXC. I'm telling my community as well, this is, it's a good alternative, no doubt, okay? For all of those people that cannot use Bybit now. Anyway, diving in here right away, let's do some Bitcoin technical analysis. Let's talk about, what are the next major levels? When we zoom out, it's confusing, right? We had this bump and run scenario right over here from this lower high trend line, had a really nice breakout, pretty nice corrective move, quick bounce. Is this sustainable? Is this going to manage to create another high above 28,500? I'm going to say it has a chance. However, I don't see it having an explosive breakout going to $31,000. I think it's going to get very much exhausted round about, 28,600 to 29,200 range. There is a range here with some major levels. And there is ways to get into a possible shorting scenario safely, okay, once we see that exhaustion. For the moment, that is speculation. The price might be dropping here in the next coming days, and we're never going to go up there, right? At least in the short term. So what we need to understand here is, this move to the upside, for me, I'm sorry, but I got to say it's very corrective. These kind of waves are very corrective here on the price of Bitcoin. And I don't see it having massive impulsive moves to the upside, guys. I'm leaning more slightly bearish here mid-term, right? So of course I do see the possibility of having another jump here to the upside, but it doesn't look great so far with the price action that has been created for the last few weeks, right? It's very choppy. There's no big major impulsive move with high volume. Yeah, this move was quite impulsive after breaking the resistance of this bump and run pattern scenario, right? But the volume was very low. There's hardly any buying pressure with this. And that is what we want to see. We want to see high volume on a breakout like this. And that gives us confidence that, hey guys, we have a chance in having a little bit more uptrend. But it doesn't look like, guys. The price is getting a bit too choppy for me to believe that we're going to $31,000, right, in the next coming days or a couple of weeks. So let's go and right away talk about the different scenarios, different levels. I've got a bit of a messy chart here, guys. However, I didn't clean it out for the live stream, but I will explain some levels here that I'm interested here with the Legends community. We talk about scalping ranges. We got Sam as well. Sam has been providing some great updates today here on the Legends community. He's talking about also Delta and CVD, talking about where we can see some exhaustion or some buying pressure from the whales, open interest. Yeah, you want to join the Legends, guys, if you want those more in-depth analysis and short-term analysis. But here on YouTube, we talk about higher time frame levels, right? We talk about what is next for Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin, if it were to drop down to 27K, guys, maybe in the next coming hours, maybe in the next coming days, it's a level that I am very, very interested in. Remember, when we're trading, we only want to trade the highest probability scenarios, guys. Be patient. The market is still going to be here in the next coming minutes and the next coming hours. It's always here, right? So don't rush into trades. If you miss a trade setup, there will be a next one around the corner, okay? Just something very important that I want to say here to you, to the community, right? I did have, I did write this here, guys. You can actually screenshot this with the Legends community. The 7 commandments in our trading day. Every day is day one, no matter how much experience you have in the market, okay? You can have 20 years of experience. Every day is day one. Create a trading plan for both scenarios, short and long. Don't only stick to a long setup or a short setup. Don't only be bearish or only bullish. Look at the both scenarios. Anyway, you can actually, stop the video and actually take a look at these 7 commandments that I think are very important to read every single day, no matter how much experience you have in trading, guys, because you only want the highest probability trades. Because guess what? The market is here to take your capital. It's not here to give you capital. It's to take it away from you. Okay. Very important note. 25% is hitting the likes. Yeah, guys, share some love here. This is just pure education, content, technical analysis, talking about how we can take advantage on some moves of the market with great risk management, which is the most powerful tool that someone could have in trading. You can have very advanced software and great knowledge. Your best tool is your risk management here in trading, guys. Don't listen to anybody that says it is not the best tool or, anything about trading. The best tool is risk management, guys. Make sure to apply this. A lot of people have been very grateful for me to repeat this every single day. Smash up the like button, share some love, guys. I am here just to help you, to provide that great educational content, talk about some major levels on how we can take advantage of this market, right? Let's take a look at that, very disturbing level that I did share with the Legends community, but as it is a higher time frame level, I want to share it also here on YouTube. And that is obviously the $27,000 range, give or take, all right, a few $100 maybe because of volatility. I'm not sure how much volatility we're going to have at that range. And it comes to the basics, as simple as a trend line, as simple as a higher low support trend line. Very simple, very basic. Higher low support trend lines or lower high support trend lines are very powerful, you like it or not. We go through the basics, guys, and we can see here this lower high resistance trend line over here from these lower highs got respected. It was quite a few dollars off here, but anyway, you can see how that downtrend lower high resistance was providing that resistance, basically, right? So it's just a support trend line. So let's go through the basics. Okay, we've got a higher low support trend line. This might not be nothing. We might just slice through the level. This is why we need to see how the price action is going to react at that support trend line. It's not a level where I'm going to put a limit order here of, tens of thousands of dollars. It's a level that I am paying attention. How are we going to hit that level? Is the market going to react and get a bounce? This is something that we're going to be having a look at the lower time frames on the 1 minute, 3 minute time frame. So why is this level also very important? Okay, well, we do have a daily level which hasn't been tapped just yet. It's at $26,900. It is slightly below, okay, here the higher low support trend line, but that doesn't mean it cannot be tapped, okay, and then get a bounce. So there is a series of higher lows here as well that is very, very distracting for me, okay? We know how the market moves. There are some liquidity areas here, okay, on Bitcoin where the price does like to, go up, claim that liquidity, or go down, claim the liquidity, and then get a bounce, okay? We have some liquidity areas, and this is what Bitcoin likes to do, okay? It likes to go up a level, claim some liquidity, go down, claim some liquidity at lower levels as well. The best example here that I could give you is the range that we were trading at, okay, last week. We created a low, right, in a range, and also a high right here in this range after the pump and the drop, okay? And as you can see, the price action had a massive wick here beneath these lows, claimed the liquidity, and got a significant bounce. Now on the other side, it pumped all the way here above 28,100, this high over here from the range, claiming this liquidity and then getting this corrective move. So it's obviously it was a great shorting opportunity. So just so you can understand, you know, these highs and these lows are very significant, all right, at the, you know, when you need to do some trading. So I've come, you know, to the conclusion that I like this low. It already was a liquidity grab, but you got another higher low from the start of this major pump. This is a significant level. It had a great amount of volume. This is very disturbing, this higher low right there, you know, in combination with this one that didn't reach that low. So I know that the price can have that same type of reaction at this zone, just like it did, okay, the other day, right over here. Bang, claim that low, massive bounce, claim this high, massive rejection. So we need to, you know, come up with a strategy here. We need to come up, what if the price of Bitcoin does the same thing here? There is a daily level slightly beneath that level, okay? I'm not sure if it will be reached or not, but we got that higher low support as well. So if we do take a look at Fibonacci as well, from the latest consolidation from this pump, right? The low of the range right there to the highs. Something very interesting. We got the best Fibonacci level, the most respected on not only Bitcoin, on most of the markets. The 61865 range is the most respected Fibonacci. So that area is in confluence with these lows. So it's going to be I'm looking at that level, whether that happens today or it happens on Thursday. I don't know. I don't care. It's a level that I am interested in, because there's a lot of going on, a lot of confluence at that zone. I don't know where the price is going to go, guys, from here. It might shoot up, it might go down, it might break this level. As a trader, I need to be humble and I need to have good risk management. I need to recognize the reaction from certain levels to take opportunities. So that is an opportunity zone for me here. It's the clearest one that I would come up here on YouTube and say, this is a very nice level. It might just turn into a scalp. It might be just $100 move to the upside or $200. We're using a bit of high leverage and good risk management. We can scratch some gains, okay, from the market with this level. It's the clearest level that I do see here. Fibonacci combination with a liquidity grab from these lows with a bit of a higher low support trend line. We've got a daily level that hasn't been tapped, could slightly tap that level and get the recovery. I will be paying close attention to see how are we going to hit that level. How is that level going to be hit? Because I am not interested as we have a falling knife here, guys. Pay attention. I'm not interested in getting in here or here or here. And you might think to yourself, okay, why are you talking about this level being so important? And now you're saying that you're not going to enter as the price falls into that level. Because when something comes against me, I do not want to be the guy that's in the middle, right? If a train comes with, you know, against me and it's going to smash me into pieces, I do not want to fight that, you know, that force, right, coming to me. The only way I could get in safely with good risk management is wait for that level to be hit, and on the lower time frame, such as the 1 minute time frame, see if the price is going to start a reversal point. That is the moment where I can go, right? If the car is coming against me and then the car suddenly does, you know, a turn, a U-turn, and it has, you know, that power momentum, I want to go with it. I'm trying to go with it, guys. It's the best explanation that I could give you here with this education. And that is also going to give me a good risk management level, which is going to be that low over here. And if it turns, I have a risk management point. I'm not going to put stop loss here. I'm not going to add to the position. I'm not going to do any of that irresponsible trading because it doesn't work, basically. It's a full recipe and getting burnt. This is why most of the people lose in trading. They do not know how to react to the price action. They do not know how to have a proper trading plan with good risk management. This is why most of the people fail. But you will learn with time, guys. No worries, especially if you stick around here long enough and you smash up the like button. Okay, so let's dive in right away here through the comment section and see what the people are saying. Are you mostly bullish or bearish? We are at the same level. I'm going to ask the same exact question from the other day, guys. We are trading at the same level. And it was a 50-50. There's a 50% that is bullish, 50% that is bearish. And that question is obviously the what comes first, guys, for Bitcoin, 29K or 26K. We are currently trading in the middle. Let's ask again, guys. Let's see if there's more people bearish or bullish today, because it was a 50-50 the other day. What comes next for Bitcoin? Right? And I'm going to go with 29K and 26K. Just it's good to get the opinion of the community, guys. The other day was 50-50 and we were trading at the exact same level. So Paul has been written there. Let me just go through the community again. Say hello. Mark Dutch, how are you doing? Zerog, thank you, Andy. You're very much welcome. DeWalt, thanks for joining. Mark Dutch, thanks for joining, my man. Right, let's go right away. Today's holiday, says Felipe. Yes, it is. It seems like there is it is a holiday in the US today. It's Columbus Day, so seems like it's I'm not sure if there is a market holiday though. I think the markets are open. The ES is open, but there's probably not going to be much volatility today. Andy, fab example. Yes, Aditya, thank you. I thought it's going to drop more in New York Open. Maybe it is. Maybe we're going to start smashing through this daily level that is holding by a thread. This is not looking great right now for a bounce. We should have seen the price action having that bounce already here. But it might give another retest. It might have another drop and it might create another SFP here. It's definitely possible. It might, but I don't like it anymore. You know, the reason, you know, when you do create these internal SFPs, I would want to see, you know, this, maybe a back test of the level and then start coming up here, at least to the lower highs right there. That's what makes more sense after this consolidation, after testing low. It makes more sense here that there's high probability in getting that leg up. However, it's just looking very choppy. We should have got that price action. Even this momentum to the upside already should have hit this high. Right, bang, and that would have been a great take profit zone here, very close to the VWAP. Right now, it is kind of losing momentum, losing probability. They should, the buyers should step in right now if they want to get a little bit of a push up here to around about that 27,600. This is not looking too great right now at the moment, unfortunately. Very, very choppy, very, very down here. So, there is a possibility in breaking down, right? Let's just leave it, choppy move here, consolidation. We got a few tests of the daily, a few tests of the low. It's the moment for the market to get a little bit of a bounce of a few $100 potentially. If it doesn't do that in the next coming minutes, then we are looking for that breakdown, okay? Likely to go to lower levels. Another test of this low and then a bounce. We're just going to leave it as, okay, it's a possibility. We'll be eyeing this scenario right away, during the stream, just for like those scalpings, possibilities, defensive, have good risk management. We'll be paying attention to that right away. However, breakdown. What if we do break down from here? What if we do break down from here? We haven't got much support, to be honest, till we get down to 20. There's not much going on. The reason why is because we had very fast price action from 27K range to 27,400. So there's like an empty gap here regarding, price action. So let's just zoom out a little bit here and analyze a little bit, where we'd have those. Yeah, there's just not much volume from the price action of the last few weeks. So it's not looking great. I do see this. Bring in a significant drop of $400-500 potentially. Yeah, it's not much going on. There's a bit of a volume spike there at 27.1. We got a high volume node right there. This is also why we bounced the other day. It was a naked point of control from this consolidation. And this one, we got a little bit of a high volume node that has been tested already. It's already got a test here the other day with a nice bounce on Friday. So I see it. It's a dangerous zone here. I think we could have a significant drop of several $100s if we lose this daily. It's not looking great. So yeah, price action is coming back down here. The bounce was very poor bounce here. Unfortunately, it might back test the level. It might back test this low and get the bounce, but not looking great. So yeah, let's go through the comment section. We can take a look at some other markets as well. I think, you know, like I said, there's not much more to update here. If we do lose these lows, I think the drop can be pretty significant. There could be a several $100 drop here on Bitcoin. So let's go through the comment section, say hello to the community, and analyze some other markets if you wish. Setting my longs at 27,050. I do not put limit longs, okay, because, you know, the market can capitulate very strongly. Okay? We never know when the market can have a capitulation. Okay, so I'm not a fan of putting limit orders, right, and putting more limit orders beneath the low, saying I'm not going to get stopped out, right. It's just it doesn't work. This strategy has not been working, no matter how strong a level can be. You know, putting limit orders and, you know, wandering off, you know, it's just not a plan. And I cannot put limit orders here and a tight stop loss here, because you might wick down to get your orders, stop you out, and then the price leaves without you. Okay, it's just not the way how I can trade successfully anyway. No matter how strong is a level, how good it looks, you know, I just cannot limit order. It's not been a great strategy for me to implement. You know, I need to check some reactions, check some volatility, price action, you know, market order. Seems like we're gonna have that fall now. Let's see if we do. There is a chance in testing the low, I'm not gonna lie. There is a chance in testing this low. I mean, if you want to have an attempt right now, it's got a great risk management, no doubt. If the bounce happens, it happens now, and you got a relatively nice stop loss. And I would be aiming for these highs of the range, right? That daily level holding by a thread. Right. Andy, I've been trading that strategy with spot. Absolutely wonderful. MJ, yeah, it does work. It's a working strategy, no doubt. It's all based on liquidity, right? It's all based on liquidity. And, you know, how much liquidity can you get on some lows before you get a bounce? Right, let's take a look at the poll right away, guys, because what comes next for Bitcoin? 29K or 26K? It's very, you know, it's 50-50 still. There's a slightly more people bearish on the poll. Slightly more people saying that 26K comes before hitting 29K. I'm waiting for Rennie Montenegro with this epic crash imminent. Yes, the most bearish guy from the community. Yeah, this strategy not work. Oh, okay. Yes, it does work. Of course it works. Love your channel, brother. Trader Mark, thank you very much. Spot gives a lot of room for breathe, and invalidation is easy. Yes, sir. It is true. It is true. Yep, the benefit of waiting for a reaction first is that you get some price structure to base entry and stop loss. Yes, sir, Nick, that is correct. UMA, please. Shall we take a look at UMA, guys? Shall we take a look at some altcoins for the community. Shall we take a look at some altcoins? UMA, what is UMA? UMA, okay. Rings a bell, rings a bell. Shall we take a look at UMA right away? Ooh, what exchange can I take a look at? Very low liquidity by the looks of things. Oh. Let's zoom out. I'm looking at Binance because I guess Binance is one of the ones that has more price history. Oh, this one is in a very, very sharp downtrend. It is losing steam, no doubt. It is losing steam on the movements down. You know, every lower low, of course, you know, these lower lows compared to this one, compared to these two, they are losing a little bit of steam. So, you know, this is kind of a getting close to the bottom signal, right? Obviously, you could have one more leg down here to $1.10 or so, but the movements down are losing pressure. That's what I can understand here, just looking at the price action. I mean, yeah, there's not really much to say on this one. It seems like that this low over here can definitely be tested. It's still heavily in a downtrend, you know, lower lows, lower highs. It doesn't look great for reversal. This did look like a diamond reversal, but apparently it's not looking great at the moment with this movement down. But the beautiful test here of the low, it did get a significant bounce, right? It did bounce, you know, from this test of the low. You know, stop loss in place. I mean, the risk to reward is not huge, but overall it retraced all the way up here to the 50%, not even 618. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of trading altcoins, to be honest. There's not much I can say about this one. It's still trending down. It seems that that low right there after this consolidation is likely to be tested. Whether that low is tested and gets a significant bounce, we're just going to have to check the reaction. But it's quite bearish. The structure is very, very bearish still. So it might be forming a kind of a wedgy structure here, where you can have that leg down here, test the lower low support trend line, creating that failed breakout liquidity grab beneath this low and get a significant bounce. Whether that does manage to break out the wedge or not, well, you know, we're going to try and be in a long position at the lowest level possible, but not much I can talk about this one, to be honest. Not much. Think we go to 3K because 24 was lost is delusional. Thinking we go to 3K Bitcoin. Thinking that we can go to 3K Bitcoin. Why not if you go 2% leverage order of 5 BTC and you have over 100k liquidation, will be under 20k can if right. BTC bouncing on Friday's opening level. Let's see if it holds. Yes, we got Friday's opening level, which is that daily level. Thanks to that daily open and close that we had on Friday. The close and open, close from Thursday, open from Friday. So we got Friday's open, which is that daily level that has just got tapped today, just in the last hour, which is getting a reaction. But it's not, it's looking very choppy. Oh my goodness, it's looking very choppy. Very, very choppy. It should have already, you know, we've had a 1 test, 2 test. It needs to hold right now and get that bounce. It's back testing the level after this SFP internally. Very, it's not looking great. Not looking great. Very, very choppy to the downside, lower highs. It looks like it's building up for that movement down. Unfortunately, when I want those bounces, I want them fast and I want buyers to step in. It needs to happen now. KASTA is the future. KASTA is the future. I haven't done any research on KASTA, but this has been a coin that it's been it's a blockchain project, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of people talked very bullish about this one. It's had an incredible year. It's pumped over 500%, which is crazy during 2023. It looks a bit toppy at the moment. Looks a bit toppy here. Definitely, I would not buy this here right now. Whether it continues up or not is just not a level where I would be buying, to be honest. But maybe it is going to be one of those. There's also Kanto. Kanto has had a really nice performance. This is another blockchain project that has done pretty well. At least the last few weeks, it's bounced. It's pumped about 150% just in a matter of 2 weeks. Kanto is just one that I was checking out here with the volatility, and it seems like it's got its own blockchain. So it's an L1 blockchain project. It's done quite well the last couple of weeks. A little bit of a runner here. Chainlink, yes, Chainlink Marines, Link Marines, absolutely. Andy, I'm NGL. I thought you said Casper. Chainlink. Let's take a look at Link right away. I am a heavy buyer of Chainlink. I think Chainlink is just in a very, very big, massive range, getting a bit of a corrective move. For me, this is an accumulation zone. If Chainlink does manage to dip beneath this low over here of $5, I think it's going to be the best opportunity to buy up some Chainlink. I think it's going to be a spring point, right? If that does happen in the coming weeks. So that would be definitely a buying zone for me here on Chainlink. No doubt, beneath $5. If we get beneath $5 on Chainlink, it would be for me that ultimate level. We've been trading sideways for over a year after a bear market. So if we were to get, if God gives me the chance of getting Chainlink beneath $5 again, then, I will be ready with a bag of stable coins to buy up. Chainlink, very boring. It's just in a huge, massive 1 year range, even 13 months over. Yeah, even more. It's over 14 months inside of this boring range. Still creating slightly lower highs, as you can see on the charts. But it's just a big, big, massive range. For me, this is an accumulation zone, no doubt. Failing to get above value area high, failing to create another higher high, not even claiming, this high over here. So it's no doubt it's still a little bit bearish. So we could be inside of this zone for another few weeks, no doubt. There's not much I can say on this one on the lower time frame. So yeah, not much more to say on Chainlink, to be honest. Not interested in trading it. Not interested in trading it. We had a really nice move here. Wick, failed auction, claimed the liquidity back to the lows. This is what is really good, guys. When you have a pivot high and a pivot low, and this is how we can trade the price of Bitcoin as well. Okay, let me just go through this strategy. When you are in a range, when you do create a low and a high, you usually create a nice range. And sometimes of course you can break down, but there's ways to have good risk management. And here in the case of Chainlink, let me just get these horizontal lines out of the way. From this drop over here, you have a high and a low. You have this high and you have this low. So when you do get that drop, and this is, I love these ranges for trading because they're simple, they're easy, you kind of have great risk management. So when you come from a significant drop or a significant pump, like this one right over here on Chainlink, you create that pivot low and you create that pivot high of the dead cat bounce. Now, what usually happens here, of course, I would not know how to long here or to short here. That is for sure, right? Well, you are hitting a little bit of, but it's not really a shorting zone that I would take. But basically claim that low, bang, create that failed auction, boom, and then come back up and test the highs, which would be your take profit. So move down, bounce up, you got a range low, a range high, you claim the low, you get the bounce, you trigger a long position, your take profit is the highs, you move to the highs, you create the same scenario, you have an entry point, you have a stop loss, you're taking profits from your long, and you are shorting. Of course, you would be targeting the low, but you got this next wick here to the upside. However, this, you would be defensive on this. You cannot have this trade in massive profits down here and not protect your position. So then you have this movement right there, and that is where you could trigger another short from the highs, right? With managing risk. And then obviously, you know, you're getting close to the lows here, which would be your take profit zone. It looks like that, you know, Chainlink wants to have that leg down to test these lows. It's very, very likely. Right. Shorted link yesterday at 790. Very nice. It seems like you could be at, you know, significant profits. Oh, what a wonderful trade. Oh, you actually traded the spike of the highs. If I would have shorted Chainlink, my entry would have been around about $7.80 or so as we were losing these lows. Wouldn't have shorted right there. But, you know, maybe we can zoom out and say, you know, hey, pivot high, pivot low. You know, 618 Fibonacci was there, slightly above. Nice reaction level. We probably had a naked point of control at this zone as well. We did. So, hey, that was a spot on entry on Chainlink. Good job. We had that naked point of control from the 2nd of October. It's a high volume node that actually got really nice resistance. So spot on trade, short right there. Philip, very, very nice. Very, very nice trade on Chainlink because you were hitting the 61865 slightly above. You had a nice point of control from the 2nd of November. And I think the good rejection here as you go up to the level and you reject, as you're rejecting, I think it's obviously definitely a good short attempt. So spot on. By the analysis, it looks like it would, you know, it's a good setup. Let's zoom out a little bit here on Chainlink and take a look here if we do have a nice, interesting naked point of control. We don't have one here or here. Yeah, we don't have much here. They're all being tapped. There's an interesting higher low right there. Could have a liquidity grab with hitting 50% Fibonacci. There's a possible reaction there. It can happen on Chainlink near the 50% Fibonacci. That's exactly at $7 range. Could claim that low, 50%, get a significant bounce, creating that three wavy corrective move. It's a level of interest for a possible trade setup. Let's take a look at some more altcoins, guys. Bitcoin pumping a little bit right now, managing to hold this range. I mean, that it was definitely an acceptable, good risk management attempt for a long, coming all the way up to the highs here of this drop that we've had today. You know, the risk to reward is not huge, but it was acceptable. You know, that what is attractive for me on these kind of setups is the risk management. You know, if there is good risk management, the reward is okay, and it's definitely an attempt right there. Right, Sora token, it's getting absolutely drawn down. I did buy some Sora tokens today. I bought about 100,000. This one is, you know, it's devastating. You buy on this one, you're going to be down 50%, guys. You know, this is one of those altcoins for me is a high risk. You know, it's just accumulating. It's it's my personal opinion. It's my funds, my risk. No financial advice. You know, I am down over 90% on this one, and I'm still buying. But all of this will be explained in the near future. Why I was buying all of this. So it could go to 0.0001, right? But I'm willing to pay the price for it. People are asking for BNB, right? Let's take a look at BNB DeWalt right away, guys. Absolutely. Guys, do you know the exchange that I am using right now, mainly for scalping, is MEXC, guys. MEXC for me is a spot on exchange. The fees are extremely low. You do get an insane bonus. I'm doing some scalping here and I'm absolutely loving it because the fees are so low. It's great. You can get into small $100 trades and, you know, have 5-10 trades a day. And, you know, if you get stopped out at break even, the fees are ridiculously low and I'm absolutely loving it. You know, this for me is I should have started trading on MEXC many months ago. But Bybit, I'm happy with Bybit. I'm still happy with Bybit. I'm having you know, obviously the KYC issue. So I had to do a transition, and MEXC is, I like it. I'm liking it very much because I can get back to scalping because I'm a very defensive trader. And if you get stopped out 3-4 times at break even, you know, on some exchanges you can pay some significant fees. And thanks to MEXC, which is zero maker fee, 0%. And 0.01 taker fee. It's for market orders, right? It's just spot on, guys. And you know, I've spoken to MEXC and they got me this great deal for the community. And I said, look, I'm going to start using MEXC, so they're going to see me using MEXC. You know, is there a good deal for a deposit bonus for my community? Yes, there is. $20,000. I said, bring it on. Put it right now because you know, I'm happy to use MEXC and it's a great platform. It has a lot of volume. You know, they're one of the top exchanges at the moment. I think they're ranked top 10. They're around about 10 or 9 based on volume. So they do have, you know, they do move a few $1 billion every 24 hours, which is, you know, obviously a good achievement they've done, you know, for the last year. 28 days, guys, deposit bonus. If you sign up with the link in the description, obviously it's a deposit bonus. Depending on what you deposit, you get this bonus. But oh my goodness, you gotta love these lowest fees, this exchange with the lowest fees. And I'm absolutely loving it, guys, because obviously getting stopped out at break even a few times, you know, you can pay a few $100 or depending on how much your order is on fees. And you know, you're gonna save up in fees a lot if you are an aggressive scalper. So check it out, guys. You got the link down below. MEXC for me is, I'm liking it. I'm using it. You got a great bonus down below with the link. Okay, it's the first link, MEXC, as you can see here. Absolutely loving this exchange because of the low fees. It's just spot on. Let's go right away. Love your TA. Love from Dubai. Hey, absolutely wonderful. I'm going to Dubai in November. I'm going to go and watch the crypto fight night. I'm going to go and watch Eric Crown fight in the crypto fight night, which is going to be very exciting. Not a financial advisor, but no, there's some shilling going on here. Shiba just stay the same the past few months and week, like insane. Been watching it for a month. Okay. Simon Jones says, hi Andy, you're keeping me going with this stream at the moment as I think I've got COVID proper rough. What do you think of the CBD at the moment? Okay, we can take a look at CBD right away. Absolutely. Hey Simon, hopefully you're going to get well. Let's see if that is just a very light COVID and you're going to be well in no time, mate. Hopefully you're going to have a nice recovery. Yeah, let's take a look at CBD right away, of course. But someone's saying about Shiba Inu. What's going on with Shiba? Saying it's in a very, 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 very light range. Oh, it had a bit of a drop today. Let's take a look at Shiba here 1 second, and then I will take a look at the CBD, see if we do find some bullish CBD or bearish CBD divergence on higher time frames, on lower time frames. But Shiba Inu, yeah, what can I say about Shiba? There you go, Binance. Yeah, I mean, it is a bit wedgy and finding a bottom. Shiba Inu is going to be one of those altcoins, guys. just like Doge, there is, you know, at some point in the bull run, it will have its spikes. So I think it's not a bad, you know, if you want a meme coin, I think Shiba Inu is probably a good choice, or Dogecoin. You know, they're the survivors, you know, in the meme sector. So this one will have some pumps at some point. And it is consolidating a lot, maybe a few more drops in the next coming weeks and months, but overall it doesn't look bad for a great recovery at some point in the bull run. Let's take a look at CVD divergence here on Bitcoin to see if we can find anything. Let's go to the higher time frames here first. Well, higher time frames. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame and analyze here a little bit. I like to use Bybit, of course. I think the Bybit is the most reliable based on CVD. But anyway, you can use all the perpetual contracts, obviously, or the futures one to get an average. But I like to use mainly just Bybit. I think it's very much a solid one. It has billions of dollars, you know, in trading volume. So I like to take a look at Bybit basically. And CVD, we are having some. We're not having really lower lows from this point. It's slightly higher lows still. Would have been nice to take this low on the CVD. There's no bullish CVD divergence here internally for the last few days. So we've got a low there, low there. It's higher low on price action. Bullish. There's no really bullish ones either. Bearish ones, sorry. Oh, there was actually some really nice bearish ones. There was some really nice bearish CVD from this point. Basically, that's already happened, of course. But you get some really nice aggressive lower highs on price action from this point spike, which is this one right over here, creating those higher highs on CVD. Aggressive market orders, you know, entering long here, getting absolutely crushed. You know, we've already had the drop. The target has already been met, you could arguably discuss, because it's not from this point low right there, it's to the right. So basically eaten up all of the higher lows right there since the creation of the bearish CVD. So from this current point, we're going to go to the lower time frame, see if we can find something, because on higher time frame, still higher lows on CVD. We're not too far off. We could be creating some bullish CVD divergence if we do claim the $27,000 range. Why this range? Well, we're quite close from, you know, when we do take a look at this low over here, and we do know that that's a strong support, that we talked about at the beginning of the stream. I'm interested in a long position there, depending on the reaction. But we will likely be creating a lower low on the CVD if we were to go down to 27K. It's likely to create a lower low, and there will be some bullish CVD divergence. So I would be expecting a reaction here and a possible bounce. That is if we do hit that level. That could be a possible creation on CVD. So I like 27K. We talked about this at the beginning of the stream. Very nice level. Confluence with 618 from pivot low here to the pivot high. We also have, you know, all of these lows to claim here for a liquidity grab, possible SFP. And if we do, and we might be even creating some bullish CVD divergence, which is obviously going to give us that advantage to take that decision long, as we do get a possible recovery. What else? That is obviously something to count. From this pivot low, you're likely going to create, you know, some bullish. You're even creating some bullish CVD divergence from this point, right? You are creating, you know, slightly low lows. It would be nice to get another low right there, but that's basically from this point over here. So yeah, there is higher lows on price action, slightly lower lows on CVD from that point. So it looks good. It looks good. I think, you know, if we were to reach 27K, there's definitely a bouncing level, like mentioned at the beginning of the stream, which I'm very much interested to take a trade. That's if we get a reaction. That is if we get a, you know, a wick down and a recovery. I'll be jumping in fast in that recovery. More internally here on the lower time frames, more internally here on the lower time frames. A bit of a mixed sentiment here. There's a bit of exhaustion, really. No major bullish CVD. You are, from this point, you are creating higher lows on CVD, slightly lower lows on price action. So there's a bit of selling exhaustion, market order exhaustion. So yeah, not much here internally or based on the CVD, unfortunately. So yeah, can't say much based on the CVD on lower time frames. There's not much happening. There's a bit of exhaustion instead of absorption. So market shorts are not interested, so it might get a little bit of a spike. No aggressive market shorts entering the market right now, so it might get a little bit of a bounce just based off no participants here. Yeah, not much more to be said on CVD actually. On higher time frames, this does look quite interesting from this point range, right? From this range, it does look quite interesting here. It would be nice to see this low being claimed and this one, you know, for that possible move up right there. And you will be creating another lower low on CVD, that is for sure. From that point. Interesting zone. That would be my next level for a trade. Adam and Eve pattern, bearish garlic forming on the like button. Yeah, guys, smash up that like button, guys. Share some love. We're almost at 200 likes. Let's see who's going to be number 200, guys. Smash it up as fast as you can. Thank you for the support, obviously. You enjoying the content. Father Time, how are you doing, my man? Join the Discord. There's where we talk about different scenarios, no doubt. Do you think all the Bybit is doing well affect their volume and liquidity, chasing away some of their big players? I mean, it is what it is, right? But yeah, definitely they will be going down a bit in volume because of regulation. Some countries, it is what it is. So Adam and Eve, where is an Adam and Eve? Is that on lower time frames? So. It's a bit of an aggressive bottom right there, but yeah, no doubt. Could this be a spike up like this, and now we're forming the Eve right there? Yeah. Price action is definitely, you know, there is some bullish pressure here. It's lagging in bullish pressure, no doubt. Right, hiya Andy, what does today's current gradual decline for BTC price mean? Start for larger downside? Thanks, says Anup. Well, it doesn't really. I think the market was ready for a little bit of a corrective move today. There's no, you know, the thing is, what happened on Friday is you claimed this low over here, bang, got a huge bounce, and then you claimed this high over here. As this high has already been claimed, of course, there's this one which is very disturbing at 28,600. Nevertheless, it was ready for a corrective move. You've claimed the low, so you get a massive bounce. You've claimed the high, so you get a bit of a corrective move. There was some bearish CVD divergence internally here in between yesterday and today, which, you know, did give that, you know, basically that, you know, this was quite bearish, to be honest. You know, you are creating those high highs on CVD, low highs on price action, you know, and the target zone for this was this low. It went even lower. So there was aggressive market or long positions that were getting absorbed. That was another reason why of this drop. You got, you know, market retail long positions, and it was not creating a higher high here. It was on the CVD. That's when you do see the participants, you know, longing, and why isn't price coming all the way to this high then that is a bad, you know, that is being absorbed by larger market players that will push the price down to get those people that are long in here aggressively looking at the CVD and basically liquidating them, right, or stopping them out. So that was the most simple explanation that I could give you here based on CBD and based off, we claimed this high, right? It's when you have this pump, you always say, okay, there's a lot of market shorts entering here on this drop. It claimed the liquidity of the low, so it got a massive rise, and that is basically a simple explanation. You've claimed this high, so it's time for a corrective move. Why did we drop from here? Well, there were some market orders entering right there. They were being absorbed though by bigger players based on the CBD. So that's a technical explanation that I could give you. Adam is very close to Eve. Hey Andy, what do you think about the conflict in the Middle East? Do you think it will have an effect to the BTC price? It's very sad to see what is happening, no doubt. But obviously this could lead into more tension. This is the start of something big. I mean, there's always been a conflict, from this area that we're talking about in the Middle East for decades, but it seems like they're going a little bit, they're definitely bringing some power right there now. And it seems like a big issue. We don't know if other countries are gonna, they're gonna participate. There's definitely some heat rising because of this, and no doubt it could have a market effect. Okay, we're not going to talk about a world war or any of that, but it definitely can heat up, some big economic issues for the next coming weeks and months. So my opinion is, yes, it can definitely have a market impact on other markets, not only Bitcoin, of course, but yeah, short term it can have a bearish effect, no doubt. The price action is so much similar to the end of 2021 price action. End of 2021 price action, like very, very choppy. Yeah, end of 2021 price action, something like this. No doubt that the price of Bitcoin for me is bearish for the midterm, guys. This is just not, it's exhausted. This price action is exhausted, and I think this is the kind of thing that we're looking for. We're looking for a pretty deep corrective move in the next coming weeks. Whether we do go to 29k or not, I'm very much aware of another possible leg up, but we've had a great year. Bitcoin's pumped aggressively. Some altcoins have as well, but this is not bullish. There is a massive bullish case, of course, which is, this has been already, this is a corrective move that's just running flat here. It's an ABC flat position, corrective move, and there is a possibility of this being a flat already, right? We've already finished this corrective move, especially if we do still consolidate here for another couple of weeks. I would say, hey, there is definitely a chance of having this. However, everything points out that the most likely scenario is this, basically, right? Where we are in that B wave. It's very choppy, no major bullish pressure, and everything points out that we could get that leg down here in the next coming weeks, whether we do hit 29k or not. It's a level that I would be looking for shorts, no doubt. Right, so that's what I do see. It's highly probable at the moment, right? Very nice impulsive moves during 2023, but yeah, it's time right now. It's time to get another leg down. And looking at the history of Bitcoin, it makes a lot of sense that is going to happen, right? Something very curious. I know a lot of people. A lot of people disagree on the history of Bitcoin, right? This time is different, right? It's the favorite word from the bears, right? Or the bulls, right? It doesn't matter. This time's different. Every time's different. We've actually been mirroring the previous cycle with, the corrective move being exactly 1 year, exactly around about 6-7 months, right? Give or take a couple of weeks. It's not the exact date where the price corrects, but if you do take a look at this timing from here to here, it's been the exact same time from here to here. So, you know, history doesn't repeat, but in this case, it repeated exactly, right? There's a give or take 1 or 2 weeks of difference, okay? But come on, we're talking about years here. So this is going back to 2017. So you would assume that the most likely scenario for the next coming weeks, few months, would be a little bit of more downside for Bitcoin. That would make more sense here. Pepe, I still hold a bag of Pepe. I made 5K on Pepe. I bought $1,000 when somebody said it. You know, it's a new meme coin. I said, okay, let's just put $1,000 on a meme coin, and it did it over a 10x. It did an 11x in just a few weeks. It was my most profitable coin that I bought into this year, to be honest, Pepe. And I didn't put much, obviously. You know, the meme coins, I wouldn't want to put, you know, 10, 20K in, right? But it would have been a good move, no doubt. Is Pepe really death? Is Pepe really dead, you mean, right? I don't think it... don't think it's dead. It's one of those meme coins that could actually be... It can actually run with the meme coin season. Right now, the Bitcoin has that chance to claim that high, which would be take profit zone. I wouldn't. Yeah, I think it's going to pump another $60-$70 now. It has the chance. Now it's when bulls need to step in, give a little bit of a leg up here, get that leg up. So it did finally get that. Pretty nice support here. It back tested this low, SFP, back test, daily level. It needs to get that leg up, you know, eat up all of those lower highs. It does have a chance now. If it reverses from here, it won't be looking great. If it starts reversing from here, it's not going to be looking great. It needs to get that push up, just another $60-$70, which would be a take profit zone here with the VWAP, no doubt. See if it does get that little squeeze, bang, and that would be a take profit from that long position. You know, you could arguably discuss you could protect the position here already, because if it rolls down from here, I don't see it doing another bounce, right, or another bounce. It's creating those lower highs, so it now is the chance. If it doesn't pop from here and it rolls down, that's it. I'm going to say it's over. We're breaking down from here. Or testing the low and then get a bounce. We would just have to see. Hey Andy, where can I check CVD myself? Well, CVD is, you can take a look at it at aggr.trade. It's, I found out from Cohen's Crypto. He does great technical analysis. And this is a free software where you can, it's a free website basically where you got a CVD. aggr.trade. I'm using Atas, but only find CVD, not CVD. Is it CDV, not CVD? Is it the same? CVD, CDV. It probably is, but it's probably from another language. It probably is the same. You're just gonna have to compare it with AGGR basically. BTC daily 200 EMA at 27,000. Okay, interesting. 4 hourly 200 EMA at 27k. Fib retracement 0.382 at $27,000. So yes, is that from the pivot low, right? I guess that is from the pivot low here of this range. From this pivot low to the pivot high. Yeah, that 382 is at 20. Something interesting is the 618. 618 from this pivot low is at 27k as well. So just slightly below. Interesting zone. I am willing to see how the price is going to react at that level if we were to get down there. It's an interest trading zone for me. I have a plan. I have a plan here for this level. That is what you need to have, guys. We need to have plans. And I have a plan for this level. A trading plan. Right. What is my thoughts on SPX and DXY? That I share with you, and Bitcoin never experienced that. What are your thoughts on the SPX and DXY that I share with you, and Bitcoin never experienced that? Yeah. I mean, I can give you my thoughts on that on the private message, Aditya, because it looks very interesting. But yeah, if we're going to talk about it here, I'm going to take quite a bit of a while. But I would like to talk about that personally with you for sure. Cumulative delta volume. Yeah, then it is. It is the same. Yes. Yeah, it is the same. Cumulative delta volume. That is CVD. That is correct. History repeats. That's why all the stubborn traders leave the market after going wrecked for the 50th time. Yes, it is. That is true. That is true. It is absolutely true. Cycles, markets, everything repeats. Every chart is the same. When you look at the chart in history, they are all the same. They all go up and they all go down. And as we have gone down significantly already in this cycle, we just have to assume, okay, we can go lower. However, we are, building up for a great big bullish cycle. It is what it is. It repeats and all the time. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So yeah, whoever thinks that a Bitcoin bull run and not breaking all-time high in the coming years is not going to happen, I can say then, okay, it's your opinion. I am buying Bitcoin, more Bitcoin for the next coming years. So yeah. Right, guys. This is love from Pakistan, bro. God bless you, bro. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much for those kind words. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's analysis. There is a big major level that is being shared here. It's at the beginning of the live stream as well, at that $27,000 range. It's definitely a zone that I am looking for here for a potential trading opportunity. Okay, that $27,000 area, paying close attention to that level. And I will be happy to trade it with you guys, but especially obviously with the Legends trading community. This is why I do spend many hours a day doing analysis and talking about the possibilities on the setups that we could have here. And if you want to join, you got the Legends, guys. If you want that extra content, obviously it is in the Legends community. It's a Discord link down below in the description as well, if you want those daily updates and possible setups that I'm looking for my next trading setup. Mexi, new trading platform that I'm using. Absolutely loving it. I love this platform, guys, for scalping. It's the one that I'm going to be using as well quite often for the next coming months, maybe years. I don't know. But anyway, you got a great bonus. I've spoken to the team. I said, I like your platform. I can talk about it. Do they have a great bonus? Yes, $20,000, guys. Mexi, to claim those $20,000, 28 days for people that have signed up with a link. Obviously, if you're already signed, you can always claim that bonus. It's a deposit bonus. You need a significant amount of a deposit. But the good thing about these bonuses is you pay the fees, which is very low on Mexi anyway. But you pay your loss as well with the bonus. So check it out, guys. Mexi, it's the #1 in low fees out there at the moment. And absolutely loving it. I'm doing a little bit more scalping and very good with the scalping, and I absolutely love it. It's great. The fees are very low when you do put your stop loss at break even. I like it. Great platform, guys. Mexi, you got a great bonus down below. Not much more, guys. Interested in 27K. Let's see if it is hit. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We might bounce from this range finally. I mean, we are holding a little bit. Looks a bit choppy, but I would expect a significant bounce. I will be updating the Legends community, obviously, with some other levels, depending on what kind of bounce is created here. We'll be looking very carefully to see, is it, do we have a nice naked point of control here? No, we don't. But do we have, what are the most important levels here? If we are going to get a bounce, are we going to roll down, or are we going to get a significant rise? We'll be checking that out here during the next coming hours. Thank you guys for joining. Smash up that like button on your way out if you wish. And hopefully you're going to have a great trading week. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.